part you going to stand up?
I prefer to stand where you can see the tractors there.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, who talking? Just him alone. And from media, just him alone. So the tractor's working on the other side and they want to come across, but they can't come across. The police is there as well.
Give us your phone. So walk with it to the house and satisfy, let it connect up to the house and then.
No, we're planning to stay here and if the tractors come across, we block them.
Go ahead. Just now.
Introduce. My name is Clifton, better known as Key Man. That is the introduction could go so?
You're talking live.
Right. I want to say something here, and it's very important. Now, Milan is being bulldozed, which belonged to my queen there, and in the process of which she have gotten no payments, which is robbery. Now, if a man within the country should put on robbery, he'll be arrested by the police. I want to know who, when the police put on robbery, and when the police put on robbery, and when the government put on robbery, who is arresting them? That is just all I want to find out. Yeah.
Introduce yourself and your location.
No, I am Phyllis Priam. I live at Silal Trace, in light pole number 26. I'm the owner of 1 acre of land here, which the NIDCO has passed through a part of it, but yet I am not yet compensated. I don't know what next I should do. Thank you.
Good morning. I am John Priam. I have an acre of land in Silal Trace where the tractor is working, and nobody informed me. That is all I have to say. Next.
My name is Uncle Alman. I'm from Silal Trace, and they come and they bulldoze to my garden already. They give me no money. They say nothing, and they come in from my next my house, and they tell me they get the right away to come in the house. So I want to know what kind of thing going on in the country. Rohan Sinan boasted how much money he gets on the highway and everything finishing in time and all kind of thing. And they don't want to give away nothing over here. I can't understand this kind of stupidness going on in this place, man. These people, I'm crazy, boy. They're crazy, they're mad. I want to know. I tell them I go chop one of them, you know. No. Yeah. They want to come in my house. I don't know what to say again, what to do. Yeah. Tell them what it does.
Yeah. Good morning. I am Tara Chaitu. I live right here. I was born and grew up right here. I live here with my family, my husband, myself, and daughter and 2 grandchildren. We have been complaining about the dust when they're working. Nobody listened to us. Nobody tried to help us. They would come and work. They would not say anything to us. NIDCO playing games with us right now. The contractor blaming NIDCO, NIDCO blaming the contractor. It is very terrible inside here. Up to this point in time, if I have a choice, I would fight them, but nobody could fight the government. We're trying, yes. I don't want to leave my home. They could never compensate me for what I have here and what I would lose if I give in to them. I want everybody to know that people think that people like us are treated fairly, but nobody knows our true stories, right? look at what's going on here. Yesterday my daughter and I pleaded with them not to come and work over here because we live here. We're already suffering on that side. They must not come on this side. As soon as we went inside those tractors, the tractor and the excavator, they came and they just went up the hill and they started to work on the land there. You know, this is really heartbreaking. I don't know where this will end or what happens, but I wish somebody could listen to us for a change. Because our work minister lied to everybody, to all of Trinidad and Tobago. That work that they did adjacent there, that work there was so much lush trees and vegetation, and it had a pond there that have been existing for since my dad was a little boy. And they claim that they're not doing any new work. That is work that was done and was going on while the matter was in court. So they're breaking all the laws. And we're going to fight them. I am not moving from here, you know. They have to move me bodily. I am a Chaitu. The Chaitus are a strong breed of people. And as a woman from the Chaitu family, I am saying here today, I am not moving. They have to take me away from here bodily.
My name is Suresh Chaitu, and there are certain parcels of land that has not been compensated in regards to this proposed highway. Now, we have private property rights, and as far as I'm concerned, the state is trespassing on our land without proper documentation, because all of the notices have expired. Yeah, as you know.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. We filed an action against the Minister of Works in the High Court, and we lost it at that level, and we are appealing the matter. So the state has every right to work between Faizabad and Mondezero, any part of David to Mondezero that they want to, any of the 4 segments. But they do not have a right to work illegally. All the section notices which were issued to acquire lands in this area have expired. So when they come into certain properties without any section notice, without any compensation or evidence of compensation, without any agreement with the landowners, as you've seen amply demonstrated here today, they are working illegally. And we came here today to stop the tractors. They're on the hill, they're watching, and excavators. Yesterday, they came very surreptitiously and went and started knocking down a forest, breaking down a man's fence, and occupying property, trespassing on property, which they have no legal right to do because they did not take adequate steps to ensure that they acquire. So you have the right to work. You have the right to work, but you cannot enter any property unless you properly acquire it. Proper acquisition, and the state is therefore breaking the law. NITCO is breaking the law. And we intend, as soon as possible, with all the COVID restrictions, to file an injunction against Thackeray. Mr. Thackeray is the contractor for this project, and the contract is worth $161 million. And the government is chancing to spend at this time $165 million for 2 kilometers between Faizabad and Mondezero, and a stretch between Labre and the Point Fortin Highway. And he stands to lose much of that if he continues with breaking the law. And NITCO is directing him to break the law. NITCO, all of the officers, the president, the deputy chairperson, and the chairman are in Port to Spain, allowing them to break the law. So the action will be filed against NITCO, a servant of the Minister of Works, and General Earth Movers, owned by Mr. Thackeray, the brothers, for trespassing and acting against the EMA Act and the Land Acquisition Act. So I'm just telling them that that is the case. I'm giving them fair warning. That was the result. And we're going to put our case before the court. All these people here, poor people, but they are prioritizing payment to the contractors before prioritizing payment to the people whose lands they need for the highway. Not good. Not good at all. It's undemocratic. There is no equity. There is no fairness. It's unreasonable. And it's abusive, punitive, and simply draconian.
Yes, good morning. My name is Jason Nash, a member of the Movement for Social Justice and also a part of the Rewrite movement. I want to say this morning, this is a serious disrespect because where Kamala Prasad Bisasa finished, the People's National Movement continue. I have seen again. People have land, right, and people have rights. You cannot come in people's land and take away their rights from them without giving them something. That is wrong. I want to say this morning, I am prepared to mount a serious campaign against the two parties because all of them is the same. The reason for that, we in this COVID-19, and this COVID-19 is an example for all of us. This COVID-19 people, as a matter of fact, signed up to get grant and so forth, and up to today, they can't get grant. So it's a set of mamagai, lies, and propaganda. I want to say to the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, soon as this COVID-19 come to a closure, I know it will go a little while, myself, Wayne Kublalsingh, we are prepared because we are not prepared to go back under no hunger strike. That makes sense. We are going to hit them a political fight. The time has come, we have to stand up against the oppressors because all they are doing is taking food from the citizen mouth. They are carrying it back to the plantation. I want to say, massa days are over. We must prepare to stand against all of them. If we are not prepared to stand up against all of them, well, we are in serious problem. We cannot be frightened when they send the police to attack us. We have to stand up as a force. We have to think as one, all of us in this together, and we have to defeat the both parties because the system continue to fail. They're failing us and they have absolutely no vision. I want to indicate to my good friend who is a so-called UNC and going down a level saying that UNC is the only option. I want to say is UNC is not the only option. There is a third option. Yeah? And myself, Wayne Kublalsingh, we are prepared to get all the parties because we have a lot of small parties. We are prepared to get all of them because we need young people now. We need young vision to have a brighter future going forward because you see, it's a form of survival. It's a form of survival. And when you see you're giving people high position to seek your interests and they fail to do that task, which means to say they are not deserved to be in that position. Thank you very much.
So, I am an in-law, but I join with them. We want back the mango trees, we want back the mango trees, we want back the orange trees,
We want back the coconut trees.
the coconut trees, you name every fruit tree, we like every fruit. Save our homes,
All the fruit trees.
all the fruit trees.
We want to save our homes.
Save our homes, save our lives,
Save our
save our lives.
Yes.
Prevent us from getting ill. Too much dust, too much dust. Some will suffer from asthma. Oh no, we can't sneeze, we can't talk, we can't breathe. Trouble, trouble, trouble coming. Trouble, trouble, trouble coming. Too much sickness, too much sickness. We can't find the illness right now. Sadness here. Sad is a son lying down in the house. Sick, sick like a dog. Respiratory illnesses. We want relief now. Back, back. Leave America. Start, leave America and come home. And now what we do is lie down in the house. You cannot come out of bed. You cannot come out and work the garden. We are gardeners and we have to give up. Where to buy the cattle now? We mining cows. That's the livelihood. animals, big time sheep and goats, big time money. Money, 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 money. One cow is for how much?
5,000 and up.
5,000 and up. One goat is for?
1,000 and up.
1,000 and up. Real good, simple livelihood. Country life, country life. Plenty yam, yam, yam. Wild yam, yellow yam, all the yam. No food. Everything.
Wildlife stuff.
Oh, go now for sure.
We have everything here.
Go now. Some people burn down our house when running down a corner, and we can never forget that house burned, car burned. Looking for wild meat. Name the wild meat. Anything you name. You can the fire, throw in the oil, run in the yard, pick some bhaji. From guma to dashing bush. You name it. Body, we have sweet pepper. But tippy tambo, anything. Name it, name it. Food, food, food for so. Cow's milk. If you want, you can go under the cow and suck the breast. We don't care who get the TB, but that is how we know. If you want hot milk, go and suck the breast from the cow. Goat milk too. So anytime you want anything fresh, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. That is, you just run your ring the fowl neck. You pull out the feathers quick, quick. No refrigeration. Try it in a pot. One time. Local eggs. We get in that. People coming from all about. And they're not getting egg alone. They're getting cow dung. Cow dung for so. That is the natural fertilizer. Organic. Name it. We have it. We know about happiness. If one man get hurt, everybody crying. Never, never, never. We ain't know about anything. No enmity, only love. Hug up, tight. Where the poetry is gone. I ain't seen no poetry because I cut down all. Where the poet. Oh, my heart is burning. My heart is hurting. Oh, the wildlife gone. We leave out the banga. Oh, Lord. Banga. Anything, any fruit. Look inside her, here for it. Anything. You want a cocky H.R.M? Come down here. You're getting it. To sweep, the broom, sweep. Karali bush. The bed away, the bright. Karali bush. Because you want to keep it right. Oh boy. Cassava pot. Saturday evening. When you see my sister-in-law plant the big garden, anybody come in and get. From church to any part of the village, she always walk in with a bag to give away something. Phyllis is she name, she could give away. That is she fame. And John and all different, they're always giving. Where they getting it from? Right there in the garden. Oh, yeah. And as I'm singing, I'm missing inside of here. Because although we move out, anytime you want to touch with reality, oh Lord, we have to come back in here. Because Tara live in here, Booge live in here, Ruth live in here. Oh, yeah, my friends in here. We just sit down below the tree and lime, real lime. And when we hungry, we run and pick up mango. We are worried to wash them, eat it just like that. Orange, you name it, anything you name it. Oh boy, people getting wild yam. They come in and pick a bag, and when they dig a bag, if you want from that and you don't belong here, $150. I'm telling you, $150. And you're getting yam for so, yam and saltfish. Yeah, man, saltfish. Yeah, man, fried fish. You want nothing better than that. But you know something. Sometimes the yam never enough. Ooh, because now I have to go by the highway and buy yam. $6 a pound. So I ain't getting no yam. They used to come behind my house and dig out the yam. But now they throw all the dirt that they dig. Big time excavator. They just come in and invade us. We ain't nowhere to pass. Only a set of mud. No more grass. Anywhere you look, frustration, frustration. Anyway we can still make a compromise. But remember, our hearts are hurting. Thank you for hearing, and you can come and see what I'm saying, because you have to come down to get all the bush to make the medicine. So don't touch that hibiscus. You know what? It's good for plenty bush, for kidney stones, everything, you name it. Come down here and you will find out more about it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
God bless, God bless.
Go ahead. Start.
Okay, yesterday the contractor, General Earth Movers, came in here with the equipment and they started clearing land, understand, where they have no authorization. So it is private property and people have not been compensated. They broke down one of the neighbors' fence, Amir, and we don't know who going to compensate for that. So this is the type of destruction that is taking place, and in other words, the state, through NIDCO, understand, is breaching and bulldozing people's land without authorization. It's a trespass. It's a question of trespassing. So as you can see clearly that this neighbor's land and house, understand, is on the highway part. He had applied for compensation a few years ago. He was never compensated. He did, I think he was telling me, 2 valuation, and of course those things went to waste. At the same juncture, I have lands in that vicinity. Well, they didn't enter my land yesterday at all. Well, that's a very good thing. But here we have the problem. Yeah.
They're working as we speak.
Currently, yes, they're working on that side.
Come here in machinery.
Yes. That way. But they have authorization on that because those people signed off.
Mm-hmm.
They have a remaining balance to collect, but I don't think that's forthcoming yet. To see that, you would have to go on the hill there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Now we see the arrival of the police. Police. Hello. Hello, good morning. Yes. I am not seen here now with the police and the highway route movement, boy. If you see police and you see the highway thing now, that they didn't compensate people for the land, so the owners of the land protesting right now. So I doing this, I'm covering this story. I up here about. Oh, alright, well, call me within the next hour now. Alright, cool. Well, once I finish here. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah. Hello? No, just now. Where here is? Which part here is?
Yes, Silal Trace.
Silal Trace.
Which avenue? That's right.
Alright. You want to come and see it?
No, put the police in our shoes, not putting our wheels.
Come and see it, right?
So unfair.
Check on two.
Much police here, watch them, and we quiet. We're not protesting. We're talking. And look at them, 3, 4, 5 vehicles with so much police. Why don't they wear our shoes for a while? And see how it feels. I live in here, I can't believe this thing. I just can't believe this thing. You know? And the contractor blaming NIDCO and NIDCO blaming the contractor. Look at that. Now the man from General Oat Movers, he have the police here for what? We don't need this. We need help. We need to save our homes. Huh? So do you want to say anything? They're just so horrible.
Yeah. My name is Sankar Alman, and them police are them coming to brutalize me. When they call them for thief, come in their place, they come in. What's making a peaceful thing here? Look at the police here. They're unfair. They're too wicked and rude and bold-faced and out of timing. They know nothing good. They come to advantage people. Quiet people, peaceful, nice, humble people. They come out, they come and disturb. Look at them outside. Eh? Yeah. The man take someone come up, so I'll be camera show push on all the people friends and thing. Take up all the people, bring all the people friends and bulldoze the people place. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Jason back again. As you could see, they send a set of police, which is the 1% on them. Right, but what I want to say is to the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, you must be prepared to know your rights, because saying again, if you acquire a piece of land or whatever the case might be, they cannot just come and take your land from you, right? They have to come with documents, and they have to give you something for your land. And you know, some people just get disenchanted when they see police, they get frightened. I am not fearful of the police, because I know my right. I am a law-abiding citizen of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, so I'm not prepared to. When I see the police, I'll back. I'm not prepared to surrender at no level, at no regard. I am prepared to, if I have to get locked up for fighting the right cause, I prepare to do that. Because see, why you sending a set of police? The people and them, right? You're going into the people them land, right? And mashing up the trees and so forth, right? It's private land. You have to give them something, right? And I'm saying again, this is the same thing repeating itself again, right? The UNC was doing the same thing. Now the PNM come and doing the same thing again, right? So this is a slap in the face. We must prepare now to stand against them. Yeah. Watch how much police is sending, right? Watch how much police is sending, right? I want to say this morning, if they had to lock up Kublalsingh this morning, they had to lock me up too, right? Because I'm saying again, I in this struggle together with him and the resident in this area. Because I'm saying again, there's a form of disrespect, man. There's a form of disrespect. You can't go in people's land there, so, right? The last government, which was the UNC, Kamla, right? And after Kamla, PNM now, so the foolishness now continues, right? So I want to say, there will be no retreat. No surrender. No retreat, no surrender. We shall never, ever surrender, not the police or to the government. We are not prepared to do that at no level. I want to say that this morning and going forward. This is a learning process for all of us, yeah? And I'm prepared to mount a massive campaign against all of them. Because saying again, all of them is a bunch of dictators. Thank you very much.
Nightmare continues. Oh boy.
Check.